Hi everyone, welcome to another vlog. Today we're going to be discussing my life in Manchester in the UK. We're going to be going over things like how much I earn, how much I pay for in rent, and what my other expenses are, and how much I save at the end of the month. So this is sort of going to be a money issues vlog. I thought I'd give you a quick tour of my flat. This is the kitchen area. It's shared between 7 people. I think it's fairly usable. I haven't had any issues with not being able to use it. It's got 2 fridges and freezers. It's got a hob section, an oven, a washing machine and a tumble dryer, and a little seating area with a sofa and stuff. There is another living room area, but I don't really use that very often. So this is my room area. As you can see, it's not a very big room. It looks a bit smaller on the camera as well. So I have my own room in a house with 6 other people. So there's 7 bedrooms in total in this house. And we share the kitchen, and then we have 2 toilets that we share. It's a cleaner place than you think it is just because it's a bit messy at the moment. It's not always like this. Initially, it can't take getting used to living with so many people. But the surprising thing is it's actually quite a quiet place. I don't actually see my flatmates that often. I'll run into them in the kitchen. But everyone sort of keeps to themselves. Most of them are not students, so they don't party a lot. Everyone has their own lives and they get on with that. Okay, so today is a Sunday and I've woken up very late. I woke up at sort of 2 p.m. in the afternoon. It's my own fault because I slept very late last night. Sunday is just a day for me to relax. I'll do some of the shopping and the sort of household chores that I need to do. Today it started raining in Manchester, so I've got my umbrella. I'm just gonna head down to a local supermarket to get something for breakfast because I realized I didn't actually have anything, even though it's 2 p.m. and it's a bit late for breakfast. But you guys should stick around because we're going to be going over my salary, my income, and my rent, and my expenses later on in this video. I've just walked for a short while towards the Curry Mile on Winslow Road in Manchester. This is a supermarket that's on the way there. It's a Pakistani Asian supermarket, so it's got some snacks and some foods that I like from Pakistan. So I come here when I feel peckish and I want to try something from Pakistan. So let's have a chat about my life here and the financial side of it. My salary after tax and everything else per month, I get almost £1,500, so 1,000. My rent for the room and the flat where I live, with everything included, is £460 per month. So after all my basic expenses are paid, I have about £1,000 left of income. From that, I usually spend about £200 on food and transportation. And then if I want to go home to visit my parents, the train tickets cost about £100. So I can spend about £200 per month on train tickets for that. Then it's things like going to restaurants and cafes with friends or doing fun activities, which can be about £100 for that. So really, I can look to save about £400 to £500 per month. And that's only because I'm very frugal as a person. I don't spend a lot of money on clothes or other things that are considered luxury expenses. I tend to buy things that are very cheap. In terms of my salary, I work as a paralegal at a law firm, and the salary that I have is sort of the typical market rate for what a paralegal gets. So this is after you do your law degree and it's kind of your first job that you have. It is quite a low income. I could make more if I worked at an Amazon warehouse. But the problem with working at an Amazon warehouse is that there's no career progression. So if you're earning £30,000 to £40,000 a year, that's all you're ever going to make for the rest of your life. You also risk things like getting injured, and it's back-breaking physical work, which most people don't really want to do for the rest of their lives. So whenever you graduate from a university degree, you will have to go through a period where you're not earning that much. You know, you might have to pay quite a bit in rent for a place that's not that nice. I'd rather live in a smaller flat, which is nicer than this, but you know, this is the cheapest place I could find for the area that I live in. In terms of money, I'm not at a place where I would like to be, but I know that in a few years I'll be in a much better place, and then as my life progresses things will get better and better. And I think anyone who does come out of university as well, this is a time where you invest in yourself, you get the training from an employer, and then you're much more valuable to your employer and other employers, and they can afford to pay you a lot more. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's vlog. Make sure to subscribe and let me know if you have any questions in the comments below.